Morning, you guys. It's Saturday, April 18th. I'm here at the range, just trying to practice some drills, some drawing, and stuff like that before my second USPSA match tomorrow. It's about to start storming real bad, so I'm just trying to get out here. Before, I've already shot a couple times. I need to shave. I already shot a couple times. But just looking to try to hone in on some stuff, practice my reloads, make sure that thumb doesn't ride that slide lock anymore. Biggest red flag that I have as far as my consistency and performance goes. For those who don't know, got me the performance trigger. This is anti-mag, in chamber, dynamic performance trigger. I got me a ZR Tactical Duty rated spring. Trying to get my splits down. Try to do better in this match overall. A couple things I need to work on is not lowering my hands for unnecessary reasons. My buddy Jeff was like, hey, you keep bringing your arms down when you don't need to. So, you need to stop doing that. The strong hand thumb keeps riding the slide lock. I'm just trying to get my splits down. One of the things, like, I can shoot a pistol accurately. That's never been an issue. It's trying to be accurate with speed. I don't do a lot of like fast shooting until trying to learn how to do all this USPSA stuff. So just trying to get that speed shooting down a little bit and work on stage planning, which I can't really do unless I'm there. I have a couple ideas for stage planning, but enough with the small talk. I'm gonna go ahead and you guys can see my shooting, and I'm only going to use maybe 50 to 100 rounds a day. I don't want to go through a shitload of rounds. Working on my draws, doing some doubles. Might do a couple build drills and see where I sit, but yeah, that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks. .4. With Charlie, 1.38. I did it again. Charlie again, 148. Right in the center, 128. Right in the center again, 1-2. Okay, we're gonna do doubles. Okay, got 9 doubles. All alphas, 149. 124 first, then 0.25 split. I've had 2 Charlies, that was earlier, and the rest have been alphas. .15. First shot was a 1.25, then a 2.5 split. Let's run it back. I got a Charlie there on that one. That was a 143. 1.18 first shot, that was an alpha. And then second shot was still a 0.25 split. 143 total, but that was a Charlie. I'll go patch these up and load up again. All right, we're gonna do a couple build drills here. For the first one, I don't really have any expectations. I'm just gonna run it and see what I get. I just practice my draw here. Grip was a little tight on that one. There we go. .283, 25, .22, .23, .48, .25, .25 splits. Let's try it again. I had a couple Charlies on that one. I'm gonna clean that up. That was all over the place. I had a delta on that one. 269. 1.6 first shot. 1.84 second shot, and my splits are still hovering around 0.2. That was a very, very ugly one. So we're gonna try to clean that one up. Just practice draw here. Didn't like that. One of the things I notice is I grip a lot with this hand. When I'm drawing, I grip a lot. I need to focus more on my support hand. That was slow. 283, 149 first shot, then 2.3, 2.4, 2.3, 3, 2.6. I think those are there might have been a couple tries in that one. I just need to work on my recoil control. I did it again. One more. So as I'm drawing, what I'm doing is I'm keeping my thumb tucked in right here. And so as the gun, clear this thing out. As the gun's riding back, since my thumb's like on this, it's very easy for it to catch. So that's a problem I keep running into. So we're gonna do one more bill drill. We'll do one more bill drill and then we will do some reloads. Starting to rain. That was one delta, the rest are alphas. 2.22, 1.18 first shot, that's not bad. 2.5, 1.9, 2.2, 1.9, 1.9. Okay, so let's focus on our reloads. So I'm gonna dump these out. Okay, put those there. So I got one in the chamber. And I'm gonna fire one shot, reload, then engage again, all alphas. Three. Okay, so first shot was a 0.21. First shot was a 0.21 and a 1.8 reload and a fire. 3 seconds. Okay. That was slower. Yeah, 2 second reload. 135 initial shot was good. And then 2.13 reload. I was alphas on both of those. 3, 3, 4. So I'm gonna do, on this one I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna not wait for, what I'm doing is, as I'm drawing, I am looking for that dot. I know that that dot's in that area. So I see a couple Charlies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 Charlies, 2 Deltas. So if there's any more than that, then I fucked up. Just to get my speed down. Okay, that was a 275, but significantly faster. Okay, I think I had 1 Charlie and then an alpha. So what I'm trying to figure out here is how much do I, so first shot was a 1.05. My reload was 1.7. So what I'm trying to gather here, as of drawing, trusting my draw without having to confirm with the 0 or with the red dot. Because I'm not trusting my draw and I'm confirming with my red dot. Less grip on my strong hand. Okay. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm not trusting my draw. Trust my draw. It's the same thing every time. Don't confirm with the red dot. Just trust where it's gonna hit. I'm gonna probably patch these up real quick. Okay, got it all patched up. So, when I draw, trusting my draw. That was slow. I got a Charlie on the first one. Better. I like to be under 3 seconds. 1.19, but it was a Charlie. And then 1.88 reload. Better reload and got an alpha. My grip wasn't really that solid though. So I don't want to do that again. Slower reload, 1.29 first shot is alpha, now it's a Charlie. Okay, last one and we'll do some doubles. First shot 1.29, 191 reload. Let's see if we can get under 2. I don't want to worry about the score. I just want to see how fast I can get on either a Charlie okay, let's see how fast I can get up. Let's see if we can get under 3. 262. Those are all both alphas. 0.98 for the first one. 164 reload. That was a 262. That might have been pretty sloppy though, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna use a timer, but this one's so cheap that like I already have the gun up, and I'm looking for alphas, and I'm gonna just be looking at alphas in the head. But as soon as it goes off, it's not gonna register, I think, the first half second, so it's not gonna catch the first shot. So I'm gonna do 2 sets of 2 in the A zone. See how fast I can do that. Yeah, so those were, none of them hit. So you got 3 just under the A and then 1 above the A. So as you can see, it's only got 3. The first shot was 0.44. I fired 4 times. So what I'm gonna do is, like the first shot, I don't care. Okay, so I'm just gonna, whenever I go, I go. Those are slow. Okay, let's try again. Okay. 2 alphas, then 2 touching. 2-3, 3-7, 2-2, 2-2. 2-3, 3-7, 2-2. See how fast I can go through these 4. I'm just gonna go for the A zone, not the head this time, and just see how fast I can get through this. Two ones. Well, that concludes my live fire training today. Got my second USPSA match tomorrow. Couple takeaways. I'm not fast. I don't know if that's because I'm gripping too much with my strong hand or what it is, but that's okay. I can be reasonably accurate, but getting those splits down, watching my strong hand thumb, make sure it doesn't grab the slide release, and then my reloads, I felt really good about the last one. It was under a 3-second shot, reload shot, both alphas, so I like my reloads. My other Terran Tactical base plate comes in, so I'll actually have 2 magazines with 24. It's a purple one this time though. So that should be in today, so I can at least get that set up for tomorrow. But that's my overall takeaway for everything. I'm going to obviously be recording the match tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, second USPSA match. I'm looking to not DQ, obviously that's a goal every single time, but I want to do better than I did last time. So my hit factor, I think, was like the average of like a 3.8 or something like that between all the stages or whatever. So if I got into the 4s or 5s for hit factor, I'd feel pretty good. If I finished mid pack, I'd feel pretty good about that too. I've never been to this Fort Wayne one. It's like an hour and a half away, so it's going to be interesting. The last one I went to last weekend, in my opinion, was more welcoming than the IDPA one I did. it was a younger demographic for sure. The IDPA one was a lot of older gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with that, but they had a mindset and a particular way to do things, and I wouldn't say uptight's the right word, but they were, I wouldn't even say more serious. No, it's kind of hard to say that. That's not a very accurate description, but the USPSA match felt more welcoming for a new guy. Like the IDPA guys, they didn't do anything wrong, they were fine, but the USPSA match was definitely, like, just in my opinion, felt more welcoming. I felt more comfortable in USPSA, and maybe that might be a rule problem, where IDPA, the rules were a lot more strict, and that was where I finished mid-pack my IDPA match, which was fine, but what got me was like procedurals and accuracy. So I was trying to be fast, and that hurt my score overall. I think if I would have not had, I think those 2 mics, I would have been like top 10 overall or something like that. So, but like not engaging targets the right way. IDPA is very linear when it comes to stuff like that. You have to engage targets like a certain way in a certain spot. USPSA was kind of more free flow, and you could you're left to do things your own way. So like I looked at some of the A class and masters I was with and watched what they were doing. So I feel more prepared than I did my first USPSA match, but also almost more nervous because I don't want to fuck up. So that's all I got today. Look for that video tomorrow. Right, USPSA match number 2, and I'll try to get most of it in there. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Take it easy.